My name's Kevin Steed. Subscribe to Heel Steven on YouTube.com, or I'll come to your house and ruin your life.
Here comes the, 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 party night.
Alright, this will be your WWE 2013 Money in the Bank review. Overall, it's a very good show. I enjoyed it very much. I know right now a lot of people have mixed reactions based on how this show was and some of the results of the matches, which is fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. The first match of the night, we had the world title ladder match. A very good ladder match, I may say. A lot of spots with the ladder, a lot of holy shit moments, a lot of offense from each person in this match. There was a spot where Cesaro was on top of Swagger's shoulders and Jack Swagger was walking while he had Cesaro on his shoulders, and Cesaro was trying to grab the briefcase. He actually got to touch it, and Cody Rhodes drop kicked Swagger and they both fell. Without a shadow of a doubt, the MVP of this match, hands down, Cody Rhodes in my opinion. If this is an indication that, you know what, a lot of good things are going to happen to Cody Rhodes in the near future. You would think that Cody Rhodes would win this match, but no. As soon as Cody Rhodes is going to grab the briefcase, Sandow comes from behind, pushes Cody Rhodes while he's on top of the ladder, and Sandow grabs the briefcase. So your winner of this match, Damien Sandow. I'm going to say this about this, okay? I just hope now that Damien Sandow has won this match, because he actually deserved to win as well, don't get me wrong, because he's been busting his ass this whole year. I just hope that they can improve his character, make it more believable that he can be a legitimate #1 contender or a legitimate world champion in the future. Then we get a spot where Brad Maddox is, trying to thank Biggie Guerrero. They play a shitty video package, very boring, don't really give a fuck about this, but whatever. And then we get the Intercontinental title match, Miz versus Curtis Axel. An okay match. They both showed good offense here. It was one of those moments where, Curtis Axel came into his own because Paul Heyman got kicked out of the match. And there's a spot where the Miz had Curtis Axel in the figure 4. Axel got to counter it, and then Miz countered back. It was back and forth like a seesaw, like I said. But Curtis Axel, got the win with this one. And your winner still Intercontinental Champion, Curtis Axel. Like I said, Curtis Axel's coming into his own. So I'm happy for that. Then we get the Divas title match, AJ Lee versus Caitlyn. An okay match, a lot of good, back and forth here. A lot of grappling here as well. Caitlyn gets a spear on AJ Lee, but since she had a bad shoulder, she couldn't, keep up the momentum in this. So AJ Lee hit her with the Black Widow submission maneuver for the win, and your winner, still Divas champion, AJ Lee. But I do sense that this feud is going to continue on, maybe into SummerSlam. We'll have to wait and see. And then we get Jericho versus Ryback. An okay match, typical Jericho type of style. Trying to put someone over, trying to make the other person look good, which he did, I might say. It ended up with Ryback beating Jericho with the roll-up pin for the 1-2-3, and your winner, Ryback. But again, an okay match. Then we get to the world title match, Dolph Ziggler versus Alberto Del Rio. A very good match, a lot of back and forth action here, a lot of good near-fall spots here as well. The crowd was so into Dolph Ziggler. Ended up with AJ Lee coming out to the ring, skipping around the ring, and goes to go tell her, get out of the ring, leave, go back to the locker room. And AJ Lee didn't want to listen. So then Del Rio starts exposing his knee brace, ready to hit Dolph Ziggler in the head. Ziggler counters it. AJ Lee comes in, hits Del Rio with the Divas title, and the match ends in a DQ. Here's my thing, okay? World title match, or any title match in general, should never end in a DQ on a pay-per-view. You lose credibility, you lose momentum, and you lose interest in the match. But again, from what it looks like, there's going to be trouble in paradise. If you guys watch my SummerSlam rumor video, you would remember that I said that there's potential match between Biggie Langston and Dolph Ziggler for SummerSlam. So this might be the start of that feud, if you will. But again, I have to wait and see what happens. And then we get into the WWE title match, John Cena versus Mark Henry. A very good match, Mark Henry seemed believable that he could have won. didn't get to win. Let's be honest here. Let's call it a spade a spade. Did you really think for 1 second that John Cena was gonna have Mark Henry go over? Hell no. And he didn't do that. Super Cena came out again. But nonetheless, it was a good match. And still WWE Champion John Cena. So, again, let's see what happens now. Maybe we'll see a part 2 of this in the future. But nonetheless, a very good match. Mark Henry should not be ashamed of himself. And then we get to the main event, the All-Star Money in the Bank ladder match. A very good match here. A lot of back and forth action. A lot of, holy shit moments as well. At one point, Daniel Bryan was going to win the match. Everyone was down. He was climbing the ladder on top. Curtis Axel comes out and beats up Daniel Bryan. CM Punk hits Curtis Axel with the go to sleep. Paul Heyman comes out, starts yelling at Curtis Axel. What are you doing? That is my best friend. You don't do that to him. What's the matter with you? You could have cost him the match. I want him to win. And CM Punk slowly is climbing the ladder, about to grab the briefcase. And Paul Heyman's like, hyping him up, souping him up, trying to have him climb up faster. And just when CM Punk is about to grab the briefcase, Paul Heyman turns his back on CM Punk and hits him with the other ladder that was in the ring as well. Starts hitting him multiple times and leaves the ring angry. So, again, we're probably either going to see a Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk at SummerSlam or a CM Punk versus Curtis Axel match at SummerSlam. One of the two, but either way, it is what it is. And after that, you think Rob Van Dam is going to win. Orton comes from behind, gets Rob Van Dam out of the ladder, and in the air, he hits Van Dam with the RKO, and Randy Orton climbs up the ladder, grabs the briefcase, and wins the match. So your winner of this match, Randy Orton. Let's be honest, y'all. I know a lot of people right now are upset because they didn't want Orton to win. But it's like Big Rat 310 said on Twitter today. It's not like this match between Cena and Orton going to happen anytime soon. You got to remember, Randy Orton has this briefcase now for a year. So, if anything, I would say by either Survivor Series time or by the time of the Royal Rumble, have Orton versus Cena, have Orton turn heel. That's all I'm going to say about this video. Hope y'all enjoyed this review. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Peace!